The thing I want to say to you is there's always someone in you that stops you from actually progressing. And I would like to introduce you to my famous colleague who was actually going to do a podcast, but he couldn't make it this morning, so here he is. He's the procrastinator. Procrastinator, basically, not pro as in expert, but pro as in for procrastination. I don't know if you noticed, I'm procrastinating. I'm not actually getting to the point. And someone shouted in backstage, what are you going to shout? Not procrastinating. Oh yeah, that's right, okay. So, basically 5 minutes becomes 1 hour, and then becomes panic, and the next morning you've got an exam, and you think, oh my God, what am I going to do? And basically what happens is, you have time goes by, 2 hours later, after watching a few YouTube videos, chatting to your friends online, and nothing actually progresses on. But everyone had these amazing brain videos. I want to show you what's inside my brain, right? This is what's in my brain. Okay, a rational decision maker, that's me. I'm in the steering wheel. Right? But there's someone in me, all my life, wanted me to have a little bit of fun. And I call him my gratification monkey. He's my little voice in my head. Tells me, listen, you don't have to do this. I'm sure there's something better that you can do. No. I think, what's my route? I could go the hard way, or could I go and do the right thing and go and have fun? Which one would you pick? Fun, obviously, yeah, of course you would. Because when I was your age, about 140 years ago, I actually wanted to have fun all the time. And this was my actual thoughts in my head. Can I sit in, have a nice warm cup of tea, out of the rain, or should I work in the rain and do some A-level independence work? Basically, procrastination. You have this repeating cycle where it's a bit like the wheel going round. So we basically go guilt and stress, and then you go to repeat until panic. Task feels hard, I'll do it later, temporary. So if you start, I'll do it later, temporary relief, and then that's your trap. That's where you get stuck. So, oh, I remember this. Let me tell you a little story. I'll sit down here. Right, I went to, I was at university, and you had to, in my day, you had to write an essay, and when you give your essay, a 2,000-word essay, you had to give it in and get a little pink slip. If you don't give it in by 12 o'clock, you get a 0. Anyway, 1 minute to 12 o'clock, I managed to get that essay done. Although I started the essay, I was told like 3 months ahead. I started the essay and I did an all-nighter. I'm sure you've done that before. Do an all-nighter. And then, when I actually got round to it, I thought, I've got my timetable, nothing planned. I've written the essay, and then I just handed it in, and it was literally 1 minute to 12, and the lecturer said to me, you know you're late. And I said, no, I got like 15 seconds, sir. So he signed the slip for me and gave it to him. That afternoon, I got a phone call. Anyway, he phoned me up and he says, Mr. Sheikh, they called me Shakeel, obviously, said, did you write that essay? I said, yes. Did you spend a lot of time on it? Yes. He said, it was the best essay I've ever read. Yeah! Oh, brilliant! But guess what? It wasn't. I failed miserably. I learned that doing all this, stressing over it, I was thinking, look, scrolling, eating, watching the phone, cleaning. Didn't get my essay done at all. And when you get to the end, what are you really avoiding? And that's my question to you. What are you really avoiding? Why don't you just do something? Why don't you do this, a 10-minute rule? Tell yourself, 10 minutes, that's it. If you want to stop, you can, but guess what? You won't. Just 10 minutes. Break down the task. Don't do the big elephant thing. Don't do the whole thing. Think of it in small chunk size. And then do or read a page at a time, or make small challenges for yourself, and then tick them off. And when you do tick boxes, your brain loves crossing things off. It's like a video game achievement, but for being a functional tool for you. And to be honest, there's a nice shot of the audience earlier, obviously, right? Who of you spend 5 minutes? Oh, I'll do it in 5 minutes. I'll do it in an hour.
Stop harassing.
You know what? Get distraction, and then nothing happens. You don't do anything. You chat to your friends online. You're watching the game, watching the football, and you never get to do any of your work. Basically, what you need to do is face up to it. You need to, beyond the footprint, where you grow, don't procrastinate, because that's where you get stuck. Organise your sock drawer. No, you don't do that. What you need to do, wait for the motivation. If you're waiting for your motivation, it will never happen. So, to finish off with, I'd like you to give you this message from this young lady. I hope the sound is working.
We all know that feeling, the heavy knot in your stomach when you are facing something brand new. It looks impossible, overwhelming, and perfectly terrifying. You feel stuck before you even begin, but the secret isn't being fearless. It is taking one deep breath and simply deciding to try. The moment you start, the fear loses its power. Hesitation turns into focus, and focus turns into progress. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifts. The struggle becomes a joy, and the unknown becomes an adventure. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start small, start messy, but most importantly, just start.
Sorry, basically. Remember, what are you really avoiding? And what you need to do is start now. Thank you very much.